Focus as they go for their first win. Lifted in the air out towards left center. After it is Cabrera, but he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap. And he'll get in there standing up with a leadoff double.
And you know what, guys? I think this is what you call an early statement right there. This is the first pitch of the game, and he doesn't just go after it. He lashes at this thing. He's going to wind up on second with a leadoff double. Hello.
Stepping in now, number 23, as he lines this one out to center. Eaton is there, and he has it for the first out. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base.
And that's one of those plays where you might need to reinforce the laces on your glove after this inning ends. This is a fastball, and it is hammered. I mean smoked. But he ends up with nothing, and his average is going to go down.
Here's Mark Trumbo now. Line toward the gap in left center. Eaton is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning.
This turns out to be a real heads-up play at second base. Now, you think on a line drive into the outfield that he might be bouncing towards third, hoping to score if this ball drops. But smartly, he goes back to the bag, tags up, and he advances the 90 feet.
Here's Steve Pearce now. In the air to center field and deep back is the center fielder. Back he goes, but this is going to be a home run. Two-run shot to straightaway center as the Orioles are now out to a 2-0 lead.
And you know, after a month down in spring training, near the end, you start to get a little anxious waiting for the season to get going. I guarantee you, he's been looking forward to this at-bat for about a month now, and he makes the wait worthwhile.
Jonathan Scope stands in as he can't connect here. 0-1. Swung on, and this one's driven in the air as well to deep right field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. But the Orioles strike for 2 thanks to the 2-run home run. Bottom of the first coming up. It's now 2-0 Baltimore. Time now to check the starting lineup card for the Chi Sox in this one. What's the key for them to win this series opener, Steve?
Well, they're facing a guy today that throws a lot of strikes, so you're going to have to be aggressive early in the count, but get the ball up in the zone. Shorten up a little bit, put the ball in play.
Number 12 stands in as he looks at a called strike. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
Yeah, quick hole here right off the bat. And that's not how you want to start when you're already chasing a couple runs.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Batting second.
How about that sequence right there? Fastball, fastball, and fastball again. No surprise what he's featuring out there today. Just straight hard stuff. And he gets the 3-pitch see you later.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
And that's the right spot for that slider. Really try hard to tie him up inside, and that's a good job to lay off too.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And a splitter swung on and missed that time, and that'll be out number 2.
Yeah, make it back-to-back strikeouts here to start the inning. So much for the top of the lineup setting the table.
Jose Abreu gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
Well, if these guys indeed want to get themselves a win here on the road, they're going to need a big pitching performance. And this has been a very strong first inning to this point.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
You talk about coming back with a shutdown inning. How about striking out the side to give your guys a little bit of a lift? He's one pitch away from doing just that.
Frozen on the fastball. Never had a chance, and the inning is over. Adam Jones makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
Sale has his target. Here's the first pitch. Hit pretty well out to deep left field. Cabrera going back. He makes the play. A fine running catch to get the first out of the inning. So the bases are empty with one man gone. And set to stand in a guy who seems to get better with age, the dangerous Adrian Beltre. Line toward the alley in left center. And he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow.
You know, it's always a danger as an outfielder when you try to make a play like this. You worry about that wrist because sometimes you can get it tucked under when you hit the ground, and you can twist it up pretty good or maybe even break it. But here, not only does he come away unhurt, but he also comes away with the baseball.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Reddick is there. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles as they're unable to add. Todd Frazier strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat because you know he has big-time power.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
And, you know, I think it's going to be important that when guys get their pitches, they take advantage. There it looked like he was taken all the way, and he may not get another pitch that catches that much of the plate.
Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a splitter is over for a cold third strike as he's left shaking his head. One gone.
Well, pitching like this deserves another look through as we check out the last 4 batters on ShutOut. Here he was striking out the side the previous inning, and he starts things off here with another one. That's 4 in a row now.
Here's Melky Cabrera. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit. Bases are empty, one man out. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1.
The fastball looks awfully sharp here early on. Sound sharp, too.
Now a ball hit in the air, but in play perhaps down the line. Number 23 is over now, and he puts this one away in foul territory, and there are 2 men out.
Right fielder
Josh Reddick gets his first chance here, looking to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Set to deliver the 0-1. Hit sharply on the ground. On to Pierce at first, and the inning is over. Down in order go the White Sox. They trail it here 2-0. Back at U.S. Cellular on the south side as you get a nice look at the Chicago skyline from above the shores of Lake Michigan. J.J. Hardy steps in here to start out their half of the third. Top of the order to follow.
Yeah, and you know he's the number 9 hitter, but you've got to go to the plate right now thinking like a leadoff guy. Just find a way to get on base and then give those 1, 2, 3 guys a chance to drive you in or do something. Oh, you better have to pay attention to this guy right now. He is heating it up. 7 straight games now with that hit.
Manny Machado will try again here. He doubled to kick off the ball game and later came around to score the game's first run.
And it was a nice at-bat, too, Matty. He looked really, really comfortable up there.
Back goes Reddick. Out of here. She was a wall scraper, but it counts just the same. A home run. A 2-run home run for Manny Machado as the O's have extended their lead now 4-0.
Well, and now that's the second home run that he's allowed here in just 2+ innings of work. And no question, they've had his number here in the early going. And now they stretch the lead out even further.
Into the box now, number 23. As he lines this one out to center. He dives. Did he catch that? He did. What a play there for the first out.
Making a bid for a base hit. This is a tough play for a center fielder because that first step is usually back, but he's charging hard and he lays out to pull it in.
Here's Mark Trumbo now. High and deep to center field. Eaton going back. Still going back. And a climbing attempt at the wall, but this ball is gone. It's a solo home run off the bat of Mark Trumbo as the Orioles have opened things up now 5-0.
Well, come on, guys. That's 3 home runs he's allowed in the first 3 innings of work, and I got to think that they've seen enough, haven't they? I just can't see him turning things around the way he's been getting lit up so far.
Here's Steve Pearce now. Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. Line towards center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Boy, that hit right there is just a thing of beauty. You talk about smoking one right back at the box. There isn't too many guys in the middle of that field that can catch a ball like that.
Here's Jonathan Scope now. And here's another ball well hit. This one to left field. The onslaught will continue as this is going to be another home run. So a 2-run homer down the line in left as this lead swells to 7-0. Here's the center fielder now, Adam Jones. Oh, there it goes. In the air to left center, and you can forget about this one. Back-to-back home runs. A solo shot here for Adam Jones as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
My goodness, it's not too often that you're going to see an outburst like this. That's 4 home runs in this inning alone. I don't know if the wind's picked up or everything's out over the middle of the plate, but baseballs are flying all over this place.
Blaine Boyer is going to come on to pitch here, and seeing as though it's just the 3rd inning, he may be asked to work for a while. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit. Striding into the box, Matt Wieters. He flew out in his last at-bat. That's lifted the other way out to left. Cabrera has it in his sights. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Now this is cut and thrown to first. On to first, and they get the double play. But they manage to bat around as 9 men come to the plate, and 6 of them score. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. The Orioles are on top, 8-0. Brett Laurie will come forward to begin the inning. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home 3rd.
And they're still searching for a base runner. It's been 6 up, 6 down to start the game.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a little blooper to center. Coming in is Jones. Looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone.
Batting 8, catcher, Alex Avila.
Stepping in, Alex Avila. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
He's getting a lot of outs right now because he's attacking the hitters. He's not dancing around the zone.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Right side and right into the shift. Taken in by Scope. On to first, and very quickly 2 are gone here in the home 3rd.
Batting ninth, second baseman.
Tyler Saladino will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
Well, he's gotten away here early with leaving some of these pitches out over the middle of the plate, especially to start some of these at-bats.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. J.J. Hardy is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
Well, guys, they jumped out to that big lead early on in this game, but you really can't get comfortable. You have to keep putting pressure on it.
And that'll get down for a base hit. So he goes after the first pitch, and it's early trouble here this half of the inning.
Man, these guys have been aggressive here early in the count. And some people think, oh, you might want to take a pitch to start in that bat. And sometimes that's great, and it works out for a lot of people. But what you should be thinking is, I got to swing at strikes, and I got to get my pitch. And if it happens to come on the first pitch, let it rip.
Fly ball heading for the alley. And this is going to find the gap for his 3rd hit of the afternoon. This one for extra bases. And a relay home. The tag is there from Avila, and he's out at home plate. Number 23 will step in. He's 0 for 2 to this point. Swing and a ball lifted into straightaway center. Eaton is under it. And that's the 2nd out of the inning. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. Mark Trumbo comes forward now. A home run in his last at-bat.
Well, that was a fastball that he hit then, so we'll see if they go after him with hard stuff again.
First pitch of the at-bat. Hit hard on the ground to second. And a reach to his backhand side at second, but this finds a way by. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second, make it 9-0. Steve Pearce steps in to try and keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single.
And that's a nice job right there to drive in the run by the last guy, and it can definitely fire up a team when someone comes through big time with 2 outs.
Waiting on it is Cabrera, and he makes the catch to retire the side. Number 12 will stand in to begin their half of the 4th with his guys still looking for their first hit of the ballgame.
And still looking for their first base runner, too. 9 up, 9 down.
And that's in there for strike 1. Popped high in the air. Machado is there for it. And that's the first out of the inning. Now in the box, Adam Eaton. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. Grounded back up the middle. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
Boy, you talk about a ball having eyes. First off, he's fortunate to get this one by the pitcher. It's not hit especially hard, but you'll see it get past second base where neither middle infielder can track it down. And it'll make its way into center field.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And he falls behind 0-2. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors so far for the White Sox. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Pierce is over, and he tucks it away for the 2nd out. So there are 2 gone now in the White Sox 4th, and standing in a power threat in Todd Frazier, the 3rd baseman. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. Throw over to the bag, and he just manages to get his hand in.
Got a pretty good lead right there.
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. A man left for the White Sox. They're down 9-0. Jonathan Scope heads for the box to start off the fifth in this one. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. And we'll move forward now to the top of inning number 9.
Leading off for the Orioles.
Settling in now, J.J. Hardy, already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. Hot shot to third. Frazier's up with it. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
The third baseman, number 13, Manny Machado.
Manny Machado will stride in, but first we take you back to the 3rd as you take another look here at his 2-run homer that had him rolling early on. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hot shot on the ground to short. That's through for a base hit, and he's putting together a monster line in this one. They just can't get him out. Wow, have a day. He's just completed the cycle, folks.
Wow, this guy is on fire. Stay hot out there. You know, this is pretty cool because a cycle just doesn't happen that often. What do you see it once or twice in a year, unless your name's Aaron Hill, who did it twice in a year himself. So I'm pretty positive he's going to put this game right at the top of his career highlight reel.
In now, number 23. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
This is a guy that's got to understand his abilities here. He's got the speed to beat out any ground ball, but he's taking uppercut swings trying to go yard.
Eaton racing back, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. Now the relay home is in time, and he's cut down at the plate as they team up to gun him down.
Up next for the Orioles.
Mark Trumbo will get an opportunity here in a run-scoring spot now following the 2-out double.
And this is really where you earn your money. Runner on second, 2 outs. Let's see what he can do here.
Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be troubled. Around third and being waved on home. And the run is in to score from second. And he will pull into second with an RBI double.
And the beat goes on. Another great at-bat, and what else is new? They've now thrown 15 runs up on the scoreboard. Now that is a good day's work.
Steve Pearce will stand in here, but before he does, let's take you back to the very first inning. This was a 2-run home run right out of the gate that really got these guys off to a fast start. And he is in there.
Not much more to say here. I mean, this has just been an awful performance from these guys, top to bottom. They can't hit the ball, they can't catch a ball, and they can't throw the ball. Nothing has gone right. They got to be thinking, this one, it can't end soon enough.
Jonathan Scope is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike. Smoke toward third. And he whiffs on it as this ball's right under his glove. And the run is in to score from third.
And if I didn't know any better, I'd think this was the 27 Yankees up there. Now that's 16 runs they pushed across so far in my scorebook. Well, it's starting to look like one big ink spot.
Looking to minimize the damage here. Drilled on the ground to short. Oh, what a stop. And from his knees, he got him. Boy, all arm there as the side is retired. So 2 runs on 4 hits, 1 error. And Todd Frazier will be tasked now with leading things off in their half of the ninth as they'll try to do something to prevent being shut out.
Yeah, and whatever they've done for the first 8 innings hasn't yielded a whole lot so far. So, quite frankly, I'm not expecting too much.
Here comes the 0-1. Oh, good spot on the black for strike 2. I'll tell you, he's been living on that corner all afternoon.
And you can tell guys at the plate, they're starting to get frustrated. He just hasn't made many mistakes at all. And when he has, they've been out of the zone.
And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game.
Well, the strikeout pitch has certainly been there for him all afternoon, and This, in fact, is the third time he's victimized this guy.
Here's Melky Cabrera. He'll pop this one fouled off to the left, and it's strike one. A windup and the 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
Josh Reddick will stand in now as their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th.
Yeah, just one final hurdle here before he finishes off the shutout.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Well, we've talked about it all throughout this game. He was completely in charge, essentially, from pitch one. And now he finishes off a masterful performance here, getting the complete game shutout.